Hello, everybody. Gonna get started in just a second here. Making sure all the videos are videoing. All the digits are spinning through the inner tubes. Hey, Michael, over on YouTube, Lariana, Isuman, Snop27, Gladriel, Andang, Druid's Fire, Dyfid. Appreciate everyone being here today. Hello, and welcome to Court of the Rings, here on twitch.tv/LOTRO youtube.com/LordofTheRings/live, and facebook.com/LOTRO. I am LOTRO's community manager, Cordovan, and I'm here. No big announcements this week. It's just me, so if you were looking for Chance Thomas, sorry. He was here the last couple of weeks. We do have the archives up if you missed that. Announced his 10th anniversary commemorative soundtrack, along with the fact he'll be doing music for Mordor. What's going on? It is all Mordor all the time here in the office. We have really got, I guess, what you might call crunch time going on in the studio. So we've got some of the LOTRO content devs, artists, and everything working fairly late, putting in some dinner hours, getting everything ready to go. We're really just trying to get Mordor not done yet, because it's not yet ready to be done, but ready for Bull Roar, so we can have our first and subsequent previews of Mordor on Bull Roar there. So if you're looking ahead toward Mordor on Bull Roar, it should be coming later this month. Probably a couple weeks yet, but later this month, so there you go. Otherwise, we have a 25% crafting boost that kicked in at 10 o'clock Eastern today, and that runs until 3 a.m. Eastern on Monday, so basically through Sunday there. So, hey, the Gamer Gaming Games, that is a heck of a name. I like it. Hey, Bryant, Dennis, Abdul, and Enos over on Facebook today. I think I'm mostly getting ready to do some book quests, defeating Ungber's orcs at the Norbury Gates and wargs at Norbury Gates, which are north of where I am currently located, otherwise known as left. So I'll be doing that. Answering your questions. I'd be happy to answer any questions that you have. I am aware that we are seeing some critical defense issues post our kind of restat pass. My understanding is it's just for level 106 plus mobs. Most of those are gone now as of a patch this week, but a few do remain. They were kind of specially typed mobs that didn't get caught by the filter there. Okay. Well, where's Blood Eyes Pack? If I see him, I'll take care of him. Otherwise, we are looking into it, but I don't know that we really have anything to say about that at this time, other than just, hey, we're looking at it. We saw the forum reports, looked into it, and the dev who did the work seems to be of the impression that it's mostly a PvP and whatever 106 plus mobs remain, which there shouldn't be too many of them at this point, but there are a handful, so. Can we bring back the weekly emails with discounts of the LOTRO Point store? I don't know. I don't remember that, but that must have been before my time. You guys had LOTRO Point discounts just in your emails? I can look into it. Xanthor had to reinstall the game after a patch a few weeks ago. I have a larger dressing room UI skin. Doesn't work now for whatever reason, but when I deselect it in Options UI MISC, the old preview window doesn't work either. Any ideas? Unless it's like a corrupt data issue, which would basically be a reinstall. Not 100% sure. Why is the induction of Runekeeper longer than other classes? Do we plan a smaller induction by Fire Runekeeper? I have not heard of any plans to do anything like that. In terms of the why it may be a little bit longer, it's probably has to do with relative damage output, things like that. But I'm also seeing some chat that maybe that's not the case. Yeah, longer inductions, bigger damage is generally true, as Lariana says. Can I confirm or deny a difference in behavior between Erebrandir's horseshoe and Erebrandir's other horseshoe? No, that's news to me. Sorry. I don't know. Really? That doesn't count as a warg at the gates? Fine then. Why does the channel make me refresh? I don't know. The only thing I can think of is that we do have the... Because I know what you're talking about. We do have the stream delay set to be minimal. So perhaps that's the issue? I don't actually know, though. Maybe I should switch instruments so I'm not just a drum major. But it's kind of fun. I like the dooga-doo-dooga. Hey, they just let me do it. Will there be any changes to legendary items, everything you can think of? I do think we're going to see some legendary item work coming with Mordor. It'll be in the realm of new rather than changing the old. And you'll see more information about that as we head to Bull Roar relatively soon. Okay, that's done. Hey, Ciliad, or Cililid. Previous expansions like Moria or Rohan, if I remember, well came in pre-order in these days. When are we going to release the pre-order? It'll be a much shorter pre-purchase window than we did during previous pre-purchase times. Probably a couple of weeks, something like that.
They approach! Defend us!
These poor cubs. Look hungry. I don't want it to be their food, I'm just saying. Okay. Which one of these should I get rid of? Vessel Purity. Hmm. Alright, good enough. Leave that open for the next one. Worst art or capital, that's funny. Alright, well, I might as well... Oh, actually, I still have another orc to get yet. Never mind. Yes, Theodratos. You are correct. We got rid of most of the issue with overpowered level 106 plus enemies, but there are still a handful that remain. When we did the change, we realized that there are a few that really are kind of special snowflake enemies, and those folks did not get fixed. So you'll still have a handful every now and then to deal with. But for the most part, it's taken care of. In terms of do we plan to reduce it, hard to say. Maybe, maybe not. Kind of depends on what our patch schedule ends up looking like. The reality is a lot of this stuff may just get addressed with Mordor, with the level cap increase, but we'll see. We need to focus on to the PvMP in this game. At the last expansion, you need to make something good, because this game pains on PvP versus any other MMORPG. Many people have left this game because of the bad reputation of PvP. Okay. I think we've talked a lot about PvP on this stream, probably more than it's worth, but, I would reiterate that PvP is not a primary focus of our development. And that's unlikely to change anytime soon. Sorry. Don't do it. Don't talk about PvP. Okay, yeah. Will there be a discount on the Blessing of the Valor soon? Kind of, maybe? Can't really talk about it. You'll see. The Tarcrypt shield backpack item still looks like the Athelian winter shield. I thought this would be fixed in the latest update patch. Any info? I don't know. I haven't seen a change list on that, but if someone said on the forums that it would be coming in the next patch, then maybe it just didn't get checked in for this most recent patch because it was kind of an emergency hotfix a little bit. So it could be that it'll be the next formal patch that we do. What I meant is that the beacon comes in mail format to your personal email. That way I can keep up. Oh, okay. Yeah. I get what you're saying. Yeah, I do think we'll see the beacon through our email system again in the future. We have, Quartermaster sent out recently some emails on some other things, so it kind of has to fit into the pile of work. But yeah, I do think we'll see more beacons in the future here. I don't know about new crafting level caps in Mordor, sorry. Can we expect any news about the pricing of Mordor soon? Depends on what you mean by soon. Can't really say anything more about it than that. What about the new reputation level of Craft Guild? Don't know. Sorry. Galadriel's hair is a style choice for players. That sounds cool. We are working on the avatar revamp. I don't know if Galadriel's hair in particular is in that, but that's a cool suggestion. Yep. Has there been talk about the changes to crit that went unannounced? Was this intended? I don't believe it was intended. Well, I mean, it's intended in that their crit chance scales with the level of the mob, and if the level of the mob is, say, 108, something like that, it would by nature be higher there. It does look like there's a halo effect in PvP that is not intended, as far as I understand it. So the answer to that is kind of yes and kind of no, but even the yes part isn't supposed to be yet, if that makes any sense to you. When might we see screenshots or dev diaries? Dev diaries will most likely be this month. Screenshots will most likely be later this month when we go to Bullroar, and those screenshots may well come from you. Although we've got some too. Yeah. Someone has a question where they can check up on their ticket. If you go to help.standingstonegames.com and you register for an account there, it's a separate account than the game account, you can track your tickets through help.standingstonegames.com. Heading over to YouTube. What's the level cap now? 105? Yep. Any changes to the Lore Master coming soon? I have not heard of any changes to Lore Master. When comes the beta server online? Stay tuned. Later this month. Probably a couple weeks or so.
What have I done?
Is this a good place to give a suggestion to the builders of LOTRO? It's a good place to give a suggestion to the community manager of LOTRO. The content creation team is not me. Let's see. Are we ever going to go back and add a proper Lonely Mountains area with its own quest hubs, exploration, etc.? It's not on our agenda, but that could happen. You are truly of stout heart to face such beasts. You have my gratitude, Dwinstrel. I only wish I could have done this myself, instead of sending you in my stead, but time and injury prevent me from wielding a sword, let alone drawing a bow. From what you tell me, Angmar did not merely send a token force to Fornost. Nay, it appears they sent an army. Fornost has fallen once more to Angmar. Ew. That's an update, an upgrade. Alright. Let me put on the new armor, or the new cloak. Where's Halberud? Esteldine. Where's Esteldine? There we go. Oh, okay. Stable Master, cool. I do not have the corresponding quest. Okay, fine. I will just horsey my way over there then. Relatively new to LOTRO. Welcome. Great to see you here. I couldn't help but notice a few oddities. Why can't I play a black elf or a female dwarf? Black elves, that I'm not sure. Female dwarf, my understanding is if you really want to know a whole bunch more about it, you can look at the LOTRO forums. It's been a hefty topic over the years, no dwarven pun intended. Yeah, Tolkien's lore basically says that it is difficult to differentiate between a male and female dwarf, as I understand it. So I think you could kind of say it's a lore thing, but I know that that's not going to make everyone happy there, so... But I don't think there are drow in particular. I mean, not drow as in, like, Dungeons & Dragons drow in Middle-earth, unless I'm totally wrong. It's been a while since I read the books. Guess I should do that, huh? Yeah.
Greetings.
I was trying to suss through some of the comments here. By the way, hey, Keeper81 for playing DDO. But yeah, I don't believe there are drow per se in Middle-earth. Post next week, will we be able to rid scraps of paper from our bags? Don't do it yet! Hang on to that stuff. You'll regret it if you do not, in my opinion. Hey, Gussie, nice to see you here. Oh, there are dark elves, no Loth-worshipping elves of dark complexion. Okay. Well, probably should blitz it then, huh? Yeah, I hear you, Keeper81. That's something I just don't... I'm not knowledgeable enough to really answer that intelligently. But that... If they're in the books, you should be able to make them, I think, right? Can I share some concept art before beta? That is... iffy. It takes approval to do some of that concept art, and I don't know that we're going to be able to get it approved in time. But we do have some concept art, so I know you'll see it. I just don't know if it'll be before beta or not. More mobility skills to the lore master. Most of Thingol's kingdom were dark elves, but they don't look much different than Elrond. He was related to Thingol via Beren and Luthien. Okay. Dark elves are steel pale. They are just elves that never saw the light of Amon. Interesting. Any more free content coming anytime soon? Yes. Sorry. But yes is the answer to that. It's a biggie. Yeah. There are a few Mordor leaks I want to report. Where do I do this? You can get in touch with me, PM me through the forums. I've heard about the one Facebook thing, if that's what you're talking about. Where are you, Halbarad? I wish to speak with thee. Okay. Woohoo, minstrel trainer. I suppose maybe I could take a moment to see about that.
What can I do for you? How can I
I could also repair my stuff. Sell my stuff. Oh, man, I need to go through my gear and start putting on some of this stuff, huh? Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I guess so. No comment. Sorry. I'm dumb. Yeah, alright. There we go. I don't think I actually have any stuff. Okay, yeah. There we go. I don't need a barter. Will I ever see dresses made with more variety in their skirt silhouettes, such as pleats, A-lines, circles, etc.? Skirts do not have to stick so close to the legs. My guess is some of that will probably have to do with... Man, my guess is some of that may have to do with animation, right? To prevent clipping, and that they probably have some fairly significant guidelines to do certain things. I cannot use that. Okay. But it does seem like certainly a great suggestion. I mean, yeah, right? Okay, dude. Where am I going then? Chickens! Oh. Okay. Gotta be around here somewhere, man. Where are you? Where are you? Oh. Through here? There we go. There you go.
What can I do for you?
I
They
suppose...
approach. Defend us.
But that's a cool idea. I like that idea, Keeper 81, for sure. Let's see. Any info on when, if a
They
solid
approach.
copy
Defend
of
us.
the 10th anniversary album may be released? I'd like to have an actual CD. I saw Chance Thomas on Twitter, that's at Huge Chance, ask people about that yesterday or day before. My understanding is it's not like a for sure thing, but it's something that if there's enough interest, he would like to do. So you should speak to Chance Thomas about that. That's not something we really have any control over. That's really kind of his recording to do. So just let him know, yes, I do want an actual CD. Any info on when 64-bit is coming? No, other than it's still being worked on. It's going to be a while, I think, but it is an active development. Do we have plans to give some job to NPCs that lost importance, like bards and class trainers? I haven't heard anything about that. A question about old Isengard pre-purchase things. Anything that was listed as an exclusive pre-purchase bonus for those old expansion packs is really not something we're able to bring back. We are essentially legally required to stick to our consumer statements there, which is if we say you can only get this if you purchase this now for a limited time, we can't go back and resell the thing later. When are we getting our first Update 21 beta build? Later this month. Probably a couple weeks or so. I hope there's a vinyl run for the soundtrack. Heck yeah, I would love that. I'm a big vinyl nerd myself. I have not heard on Narg over on YouTube. I've not. For example, the new reputation stuff is to less or you plan less reputation to change by barter. Sorry, don't quite understand that. We have talked a little bit about how we'll be earning reputation with various factions in Mordor, so that'll be coming, but I'm not sure if that really answers your question. Any plans of lowering the cost for festival rewards? I have not heard of that. Probably no. The new High Elf class, is that significantly different from a regular Elf? Yes. You will see more about the High Elf as we get ready. Any way to know when a sale for double bonus points will be available? Nah, it tends to be announced like you can do it now. Are we going to get our first Mordor trailer before it hits beta? No. Nerd. Yeah, I know I am. I freely admit it. Yeah, that's a. I hear what you're saying, Iceman. We should just get rid of the note to say visit class trainers because they're now auto-granted. Yeah. Which level am I? I'm only 31. I suppose we can be thankful that we are no longer as ignorant of the enemy's plans as we once were. Yet the question of how we will face this threat looms over us all. The peoples of North Downs must be called together for a council to deal with this threat. There is much to do, and much I will ask of you in the days ahead, if you are of willing spirit. Oh yeah, baby, I'm willing. Yep, okay. Talk to Dory or Hanar. Basically, got to get the band together, it looks like.
Might I take a moment of your time? Could I speak with you a moment? Stay a moment.
Okay. I have to get rid of some of these things, remove some of these things from the trackers for now, so I can actually do what I'm planning to do. Do what I'm planning to do. There we go. Is there a reason why the combat is so much slower in Lord of the Rings Online than it is in Dungeons and Dragons Online? They really are completely different games.
Make your request with haste.
You know, it's been described as DDO is a little bit of a
Haste.
action RPG before action RPGs were a thing. That's sort of true, I think. All right. You know, LOTRO is a bit more of oh, I don't even know. I don't mean this in a derogatory way by any means, but it's a little bit more traditional in terms of MMO gameplay, whereas DDO is really more of a combat-heavy, very instanced sort of game. So they really do have completely different underlying combat systems to them. There it is. Am I a GM? No. I do have admin powers. I am a member of Standing Stone Games. I'm the community manager, but I am not a GM per se. I like it. I like the space hobbit. That's funny.
Sharply now. Darkness approaches.
That is funny. Yeah. Any chance of having older items added to skirmish camp like Dragoch scales, rep for areas like the Great River, etc.? And since I'm awesome, can I get a ghost bear? Yeah, I'll be giving out ghost bears and stuff soon. It's been on my agenda to do really a big forum giveaway of a lot of that kind of thing. I've just been too busy. But yeah, for sure, we will be seeing that stuff again in the future. I'll take that. Good enough. Alright, let's see. Any way to reduce lag and or new for a graphics or new animation update? It's something we're continuing to work on, always. Will there be an avatar graphics rework? Yes. Expect a lot more information about that soon. But we do have an avatar revamp coming with Mordor. And there's going to be some news about that. I think we're going to maybe not do it all at once, but kind of roll it out over time just so that we can really do more stuff with it even than we originally wanted to. But we'll have a lot more information about that in the near future. Any plans for class changes for the upcoming expansion? For example, Loremaster Blue Line rework, Bjorning balance, or Hunter Runekeeper DPS limitations? We're really going to be focusing on Mordor more than kind of class work, because, frankly, Mordor, and we got a lot of work to do. But I have read that there will be some Bjorning work that'll be in there. Remember that there is no such thing anymore as a class pass. Rather, there are small iterations done over time. So it won't be, say, a complete overhaul of Bjorning or anything like that. But there is going to be, my understanding is, there is going to be some Bjorning work that will make it into Mordor. I don't know, man. I mean, if you want the stuff, do the work. Just saying. Yeah, I don't need that.
Welcome. You've come at a most
Not interested in
time.
Dory or Gildor. Rick. Ah, there we go.
Greetings. Come and stay a moment.
Okay. Okay. Cool. Oh no, can I jump? Ah! Ah! Crunch. Ah, cool, Kiki Law. Yeah, well, I guess it's not quite so new now, but the housing update is sure cool. Yep. I have not heard of plans to change the rep tokens in Daggerlord. What do I believe is the best class race to play? I don't have an opinion on that. They're all good in their own way. Everybody wins. What can we say about when Mordor will come out? The only real guidance we have on that at this point is summer. Sometime this summer. So I know that's exceptionally vague, but nonetheless, that's really the only guidance we can say at this point. Sorry. Alright. Oh, there's a founding stone. Baruch is on! Technically, it's not summer till June 21st. Yeah, that's true. That is true. Man, in Massachusetts here, it's actually been really cold lately. It's been strangely inclement. Uh-oh. Pulling too much aggro. What, am I playing DDO or something? Yep. I may be known for doing that. Alright, let's see. Ah, very cool, Gussie. Let's see, is there anything I can do with this? There we go. Hey, Dory. Sorry, I'm a little busy to look at chat right now. I don't want to die. For Othrakar. Wait, don't run off yet. Okay. Oh, where'd you go? Oh, there you go. Man, this guy's just in a rage. Okay. Cool. Heroes never die, they just get demoralized. I like it. Yep. Stop them! They must not escape. Oops. Ranger Baggins wanted to mention something about the rewards for Year 9 Scavenger Hunt. It seeks the Radagast cloak is missing textures on the very edges. They are solid white strips that look out of place with the rest of the texture. Love the mesh though, great Bjorning look. Hoping they can get looked at. Yeah, I'll pass that along to the art team this afternoon. Have them take a look at it. I'm assuming that's not working as intended. Has anything changed behind the scenes with creep since 20.1.2? There appears to be reduced critical chance. Yeah. The crit thing is something we're aware of. It appears to be some kind of halo effect, basically unintended side effect of the levels, the scaling work that went into place. It was not intended to actually impact PvP whatsoever, but it appears that there must be some kind of thing that it's... Dory? I don't think I got... Oh yeah, I got that one, okay. So yes, we're aware of that. We'll be looking into that. Will the scavenger hunt be back next year? Yes. The intention is to bring it back every year, really with new content for the anniversary. So 11th anniversary, we'll have an 11-year bit. 12th, we'll have a 12th year bit. 2049th anniversary, we'll have a mining bit. If you get that reference, then you are the olds like me. Are there any planned perks or changes for the kinship system? Only in the most vague way possible. That we would like to take a look at kins in the future. It probably would not be this year, so who knows if it, what is going to happen there, but it is something that we have talked about perhaps putting onto the agenda for future years at some point. I need to go back, right? No. Yeah, okay. Any hint on the scrap papers? No, other than do not get rid of them yet. You will regret it. I think, logically one could probably come up with something that would be a pretty big hint in terms of years being unlocked and all that sort of thing. But I dare not say more. What is my favorite musical instrument? Man, that's an impossible one to answer. I do not know. I'm a huge fan of the flute, being a flautist. I really do like the bass guitar, being a bassist. Bass guitar is pretty rad. Might have to be the bass guitar.
Will you stay and speak with me a moment?
Alright, before I head on doing that, let me check chat. Am I a Jethro Tull fan? Yeah, I like Jethro Tull alright. There's some other flautists that maybe get shoved aside in favor of the one name there, but it's cool. Any way to recover disposed of scrap paper? Probably not. Not that I'm aware of. Alright. So I'm just trying to get caught up on chat before I kind of head on back there. Years being unlocked, we are getting the plans to build a time machine. Time Machine is one of my favorite books. Nobody got that 2049 reference, huh? Alright. I'm playing on Landroval. The end goal is to really create a character on just about every server. But I'm going through the epic story and level capping this person just sort of regular style through gameplay, just so that I can learn the content a little better and experience the content. I came to this game from the other game that we support, so my knowledge of LOTRO needs to be increased. And then the way to do that is not to say valor my way up to the top, but rather to play my way there. So that's the intention. But I probably will end up valoring my way through some future servers once I get this done, just so that I can kind of cook things along a little bit faster. Man, I don't mean to treat my horses so poorly. I just am not willing to go around. What does it take to become a game master? If we wanted to apply at some point, where would we start? You would start by going to... we're currently using Daybreak's HR site, as I understand it, so if there are any job openings, which there aren't, that's where they would be posted. At least I don't think there are. In terms of experience, we are looking for people who do have experience with game mastering before, but that's not to say that there wouldn't be an opportunity for someone particularly someone who knows the game very well, because that certainly helps, in terms of that kind of work. So, yeah, keep an eye on the job site.
Greetings.
That's what I would recommend. Ah, yes, Disco Thief. You got it. Very nice. Miner 2049er, circa 1982, is correct. Yep. Why some festive housing items are no longer bound when they were before. Generally, if it's unbound, it was probably just made to be unbound so that people could trade it. If it was bound before, it might have just been in response to feedback on that. Yes, Raceland. There is a fix incoming for the other games store. But as you guys on the LOTRO side are well aware, we have an issue with Vista and XP right now that is really an effect of bringing the browser back in game. And so we're not deploying that to the other game yet until we get this one solved. Did you miss the second music announcement? The second music announcement is, that the soundtrack is available. It's a 10th anniversary commemorative soundtrack, and you could find that on Chance Thomas's record label, and that is Huge Sound Records. I think hugesound.com, something like that. And you'll get all the info you need to there. And we have a chat about that. You can find the archive video of that last week. So, any hint on what might be available with the pre-order of the expansion? Yes, it will contain the expansion. Sorry. I'm a jerk. Way to be a jerk. Yeah. I couldn't help myself. Alright, it's 1 o'clock, so I better call it a show here yet. Also, it's coming out on Spotify, iTunes. Yeah, Chance had said something 23rd, 22nd, something like that. Later this month, it'll be on some of the streaming services, Google Play, iTunes, that kind of thing. But it's in that announcement there, so. All right. Thank you very much for watching the weekly one. Thank you very much for watching Court of the Rings here on twitch.tv/LotroStream, youtube.com/Lord of the Rings/live, and facebook.com/Lotro. See, that's why I keep my games separate, so I don't get the part of my brain all confused. Yeah. All right, I will be back next Thursday. Pretty soon, we're going to be having a Bull Roar preview. The plan is to have a live stream really the day before we go live with Bull Roar. So we're not yet ready to announce when that'll be, but when it does happen, we'll be doing a special show the day before. Might fall on a Thursday. And so stay tuned for that. Otherwise, I'll be back next week on Landroval, hanging out, having fun, answering your questions. Thanks for being here, and I'll talk to you again soon.